Son of Christ. With ISUBK, start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander General Yohana. Started off in 1969 where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribe of Israel. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. As a matter of fact, if you're not in the ISUBK under Commander General Yohana, you're not of the truth. My name is Officer Isupk, and we're here for the Friday night class. I see Officer Shar has the attendance sheet up. Make sure you sign in, check in, get the name so we can give you your name. Make sure you check that attendance sheet up. Let's see here. We got in class here. Mikey, Naima, young man D'Angelo. Because Shar got the attendance sheet. I hope you guys put that. If you don't have a Hebrew name, make sure you put that up in there. Put that name up in there. We're gonna get started in class here. We're gonna talk about. Well, anyway, this is the Lashawan Qadash class. Here in South Carolina, we're in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Stop by and see us. When we're out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday classes. So this is the Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. And we're going to show you a little bit about tenses and verbs and things like that, prepositions, past tenses. And we're going to get into the Lord's Prayer because it's got a lot of words in there that relate to that. But get into class, make sure we'll play around a little bit with vocabulary words like we did last week so you guys get a little bit better hang of your vowels and your characters. A lot of people who don't work on that as much, especially the younger brothers or sisters here. Here's a chance. You look at your Hebrew chart. Lashawan Qadash. Lashawan Qadash means holy tongue. Okay, it's the well, let's see. Lashawan means tongue, and Qadash is holy. But the chart's got them written a little backwards there, but it's really the tongue of the holy, or Lashawan Qadash. And Lashawan Qadash comes in Paleo. That's the Most High gives us that we started out in a long time ago. It's the first language on this earth. The Most High made us Hebrew. We spoke Hebrew. Okay. A lot of the nations got their language from us. Of course, everybody spoke Hebrew at once. And of course, when we were in captivity in Assyria, we spoke, Babylon, Assyria, Greece, Rome, and a few other nations, Persia, and then Rome, of course. This is our last captivity. They holding us down so much here in ISUBK. In ISUBK, we're here to tell you who we are, the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. So they get our people out of this world here to come into the ISUBK so you can understand not only your language, but your heritage, your culture. Understand your Zarai, which is seed, and understand your who you are. What you're made of. Understand your nationality. You're not an American. That's from Amerigo Vespucci. You're not an African. There's 4 nations in Africa. You're not part of either one of them. Okay. That's the problem with us here in America. We don't know who we are. These other nations, they know who they are. We need to know who we are. And Lashawan Qadash will actually teach you that once you start to look at it and explore things in the Bible and read the Holy Scriptures in the Bible. And of course, we read this. Let me get a book of the Tanakh also. Of course, we read the Apocrypha, which is part of the Bible. When you read the Tanakh, it'll show you a lot about, a lot about our heritage, because the Tanakh explores, within reading that, you'll see a lot of our writings, of course, because it's written, it's written for us, Paleo and Assyrian. Of course, let's see who else we have checking in class here. We have People checking in sort of early today, which is good. Sister Naima, young man D'Angelo, Mikey, Shar, yeah, good. Okay, good. Well, you keep checking in, okay? You know, we're gonna, of course, I have on the board a word called heaven. Shemayim. You know, whom are pertaining to the heavens, or which is pertaining to the waters, you know? That's what Shemayim is, you know? It pertains to the waters. That's what the heavens are when the Most High. So we're going to get into the Lord's Prayer. I'm going to show you a lot of these things here. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, and give me a better pen than that. All right. Slock you with that. Okay. There we go. It's a little better one right here. Slock. Pertaining to the waters. Okay? In the heavens. So when you say Shemayim, you know, you're saying heaven. Okay? Of course, we want to say, when we want to say in heaven, of course, we use a preposition called ba. Right here. Ba. It means in. So if you want to, you know, you're going to use Shah as pertaining to the waters or pertaining to, which means heavens. Okay? So we're going to use, because that's what the earth consists of when the Most High separated the firmaments, he was separating the heavens or the waters. That's what that is. So Shah is that sort of like a preposition. It is a preposition, come think of it. It is. Shemayim. Shemayim. So we say Ba Shemayim. So we're going to do this. We're going to say Ba Shah. And we're going to take our time. We're going to break down the Hebrew for these also. Ba Shema Yum. Okay? And we're going to mix it up for you so you guys, I think you guys like that lesson when we mix it up. You know, if you did, you know, clap it up in class, that's fine, you know. When we try to get you, not necessarily fool anybody, just to get you to thinking about this chart over here so you know, especially the young men over here, okay? Because, see who else we have checking in class here. We have Zamara. It's the rib of our camp leader, Natazah. Of course, Officer Natazah, the 5,000, actually gave us this board here. We put it up, and he furnished this board out of his money. You know, before we had a little small board about this size, but look at the size of this board now. And we put a lot of stuff on here, okay? So when we say in heaven, you know, give us this daily bread in heaven. You know, we will say Ba Shemayim. Okay, so, you know, we go Ba, like that. That's in. Okay, and of course this is paleo. I'm gonna do, let me do it in a different color here so people won't get confused, because it's easy to do that. Ba. Okay, that's on the chart over here. You can see the word Ba. It means in, right here. Okay? It is a preposition. It comes before a noun, okay? Sometimes used as a verb, all right? But it's one of our Hebrew prepositions, which means in. And we're going to use a few of those in here tonight, all right? And we're going to say Shah. You look up on the chart, you see Shah looks like this. Like that. Okay? Of course, like I said before, we're doing, let me see here. I can find this. We're doing this particular lesson in paleo for right now. I think I'll put the Assyrian right up under it so people, but I like to go one thing at a time, because I know we have a lot of young men in class and some women also. Sometimes the point is to get you to study this chart. Okay? All right? That's the whole thing. So bear with me here, and we're going to get into some, because I want you guys to tell me how to come up with the some connectors, okay? Does Hebrew have how many vowels in it? Y'all type it up in the chat. You know, how many vowels are there in Hebrew? Y'all type it up if you can remember, okay? While I'm doing this, there are 2, 3, 4, 5 vowels. How many are there? You tell me. How many? 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 for that matter. How many vowels are there? Not how many characters, but how many vowels are there? We'll say characters in a second. Here in Paleo Hebrew, of course, Assyrian Hebrew will be the same. So tell me, how many vowels are there in Paleo Hebrew and or Assyrian? Okay. How many vowels are there? Okay. You'll type it up in the chat. So we're going to say ma, Bashama, and then we're going to say yam. All right. We'll look over here, and you see the ya right there. And then you say you need an M over here. All right. See. There we go. Type it up in the chat. How many vowels are there in Hebrew? Let's see what we got here. Let's see who's talking to me here. Young man D'Angelo, that's exactly right. Listen, let's clap it up for D'Angelo. He's got it. And I know a lot of people know. I know a lot of people, other people know, but he's right. Clap it up in class. In a way, you know, sometimes we have a lot of people in class, but, you know, tonight we're sparse. So basically, I want you to, you know, put your claps up in the class so we know everybody. So everybody, give everybody support in class, okay? There are 2 vowels. Now, why you still got that? Because we're gonna make this a virtual class in Hebrew here, so we all can learn, okay? That means we want y'all to participate also, because we're going to show you something here about that this word, shemayim, bashamayim, okay? Because it means, like I said, it means heaven. We did prepositions, and we're going to show you a little later on some tenses that this apply in, all right? The tenses of it, okay? I like you guys like that catchy phrase, past, present, and it's all tense. That's exactly right. So how many characters? So there are 2 vowels, and what are they? Type that up in the chat. Type it up in the chat. How many vowels are there? I mean, that sounds mundane, but listen, it's good. The more you do this, the more your mind becomes involved. So how many? How many, I'm sorry, you got 2 characters, 2 vowels, I'm sorry. And what are those 2 vowels? Salaki. What are those 2 vowels? Tell me about the 2 vowels. What are they? Tell me what those 2 vowels are, okay? Let's get some room up here. Tell me what those 2 vowels are. Anybody? In the chat? Y'all keep working with it. I want to know what the 2 vowels are in Hebrew. What are they? Since you say there are 2, what are they? Okay. What are those 2? Y'all forgot? Let's see. In the chat. Okay. I guess y'all. Well, we'll go ahead and give them to you. Those 2 vowels or the ah and the I, okay? And so when you say in the Hebrew, I think somebody did get it over here. Let's see here. Young man Daniel said the ah and the ba. No, it's not the ah and the ba. But you're close. So close, we're going to clap it up in class for you. Exactly right. Young man D'Angelo is the ah and the I. Because in Hebrew, you see over here, you see the first thing. You see every character up here has an ah in it, except for one of them, and that is the I. You know? So it's ah, it has a vowel in it, and the I is by itself, of course. So it's ah, ba, ga, da, hawazaka, tayakala, manasa, ipataza, quara, shakta. You know, get a pencil and paper and write those down. Of course, I have the chart up here also for you guys to investigate and learn and see right there. Okay, and that sound, those sounds apply also to the Assyrian. So when you see me put Assyrian up here, which this is Assyrian right here. This is Assyrian Hebrew, okay? This is the Paleo right here. All right. Now, so we have another, let's see, who else? Somebody else? Sister Naima, she had it right. That's Salakia, sir, exactly right. Sister Naima had it correct. Clap it up for her. That's right. The ah and the I. Let's clap it up for both of those brothers and sisters right there. You know, the ah and the I. Good job to my brother and my sisters, okay? And everybody, I want everybody to participate up in here. All right, so in the Paleo Hebrew, they have another thing going on here. I just want you guys to understand before we get started here. We have another thing. What is unique about the Paleo that makes it so unique? And it starts with the C. Well, let's go ahead and give it to you. Connectors. Okay? Connectors. Now, what those connectors do, we have a connector, one upside down U and one right side up U. Okay? The upside down U is, let's see, right here, is the independent connector. So I use an I right there. The other one is I use a D right here. So throughout the lesson, I want you guys to use, when you want to write the connectors, because you can't draw them in there, just write, if you want to write an independent connector or a dependent connector, use a D or I. Independent or D for dependent, okay? So in other words, we have dependent connectors, and we have independent, okay? Okay, connectors. All right. Now, dependent connectors. When they this is the it looks like a U basically, because it's just a connector. It's just kind of like a joining U to make sure it's connected. And when it's acting at itself independently, it's upside down, just like that. So let's get into some of these right here. Let's get it. It's only functionable. You only need it for Paleo Hebrew. Okay, that's what we'll do first. Okay, then we'll talk a little bit about Assyrian here on this word waters or heaven or shemayim or ba, which is a preposition. That's what this is. We'll spell that word out a little bit here. Preposition. Okay, that's what this is. It comes before, right there. Well, let's write it out here. Right here. Ba. Okay? There are a few prepositions. We're going to get into ba right there. It comes before this noun. Those waters are nouns. So it helps. It's preparing. Okay. So, in Paleo Hebrew, right here, we're going to use those connectors. Work with me. Okay? All right. On the B, what do we do here? What do we use? Do we use an independent connector or a dependent connector? Which one is it? We're going to go one at a time, then we'll mix it up a little bit here. We'll do some words and we'll go through that. See if you guys can remember. We're talking about the B right here. We want to use an independent connector or a dependent connector. And let's put them in some colors here. We'll say dependent is that, so you guys can see a little better than the green. That way it won't look so mundane to you, okay? Just like that. All right? Let's see what we got over here. We're going to start off with the B, the odd. Okay, good. Okay, get your thinking cap on. I'll give you the first one here. The first one, when we use a B, when we say ba, it's by itself. It's just one sound. So we're going to show you what we're doing. So we'll put an independent connector under that. And we'll make it green because that's what we're using here for independent. That's what I'm trying to show you, okay? What about the shamayim? So when we say sha, mayam, when we use for the sha, do we want to join to the M or not? What do we do here? What are we going to do in this case? Because what the Paleo does, what the Most High has given us, is ways to break a word down for sound. Because these right here, you can't just go around saying, but you see what I'm saying? You can't keep doing that. You got to have some break in your tone, in your sound. So basically, that's what these connectors are, to help you enunciate or pronounce this word correctly. So the first thing, we're going to give emphasis on this word right here. We want it to sound out ba by itself. That's what I'm getting at. Does everybody understand? Okay. So ba. So what are we going to do with sha? Or ma? Is that independent, or do we do, what do we do? Well, as a matter of fact, let me do something. You tell me if it's right or wrong here. We'll say this. Okay. Is this right? Is that right? Are all those independent connectors going in? Ba, sha, ma? Is that what it sounds like? Y'all help me out. Tell me. Say, is that Khan or La'a? Trying to see what y'all flavor is tonight and how y'all understand, so I'll be able to know how to teach tonight a little bit. So it's Ba Shama, okay? Is that right? Is that correct? As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this one over here. Let's see if this will work. Let's do this one. Would this be correct? Y'all type in the chat. Is that right, what I got there? I said, Basha, what? Ma, yum. Is that correct? Type yes or no. La, or Khan. That's the word I'm putting up here. Bashamayim. Okay? Give you guys a few more seconds to think about that. Okay? All right? Because that's what we're doing with connectors over here. We're doing independent connectors and dependent connectors. That's what we're doing. And like I said, if you want to make it independent, it's dependent, it's a D. Over here, independent, it's an I. And right now I'm just asking you, I've given it to you, is this right or not? For this word, Bashamayim, it has to have connectors because it is in the Paleo Hebrew. Okay? The Syrian doesn't have it, so we have to have that. Somebody put in, young man D'Angelo put in Khan. Okay? Is he right? We'll give you guys a few more seconds here. And then we're going to give everybody a little bit more time because we're going to get into some more participation here, okay? All right? We've got to start off a little light here. Bashamayim. He said yes, this is correct. Is that correct? Bashamayim. In other words, Bashamayim. 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 Okay? And of course, the preposition in, that's what that is. All right? In heaven. In heaven. Bashamayim. Okay? What do you think? So, give you guys 10 more seconds here before we move on. All right? But clap it up for him because he's correct. I'm correct. Or he's correct in understanding. When you want to break this word down, you want to give the B an independent sound, ba. You want to give the sha, which is one of our characters. You notice it's a character. All these are characters. Okay? And then you want to give a ma. Okay? And then, of course, on the end, let's see, well, we got some comments over here. Ayana, Ethel's glad to have you in, sis. Okay? Bashamayam. Basha, but we're going to give everybody a chance to participate here. So, if this is correct, we're going to move on. Bashamayam. And so what we're going to do here is take yam. This ya, this symbol here is a ya. That little Z there. And this is the M. In Paleo, when you join them together, you got a sound called yum. That's what this is. Okay? All right. Now let's move to the Assyrian. In Assyrian, we're going to, because it's important to understand these basic understanding of connectors and what we're going to talk about in Assyrian. And you got to understand and how many characters and how many vowels. I didn't even say, oh, by the way, how many characters are there? I forgot to ask that. How many characters there while we're explaining that? While we're explaining how many characters, we'll move on to the Assyrian. Now, how many characters? Type it up in the chat. For those of you who remember how many characters, type it up in the chat. Okay. How many Hebrew characters are there? You know, or how many Hebrew alphabet? That's basically what I'm saying. Okay. So, when we get over here to Paleo, we have the word, that is a B there. That's ba, sha, my, yum. Okay? Now, what happens if you have characters that occur on the end? What do you call that in Assyrian? Kind of like giving it away a little bit here. But there are characters that occur on the end. In this case, it's an M because it should look like this. But it occurs on the end. You know? That's an M right there. That is an M in Hebrew. But why is it looking like that? What do they call this in Hebrew when it comes to Assyrian? I know everybody knows that. So talk to me about it. Tell me, what is that? Give you 15 seconds here to understand it. What is that called? All right. Hope you guys can see the board. Yeah, well, I know you can see the board. I may have the chart cut off just a little bit. Salakia, yeah. You guys should have a chart. I don't know if I had that position quite right. That's a little better. I think you can see a little bit more of it right there. Okay? Okay. So in Hebrew, I go ahead and give it to you. The ending character, that's what it's called. This is the character when it occurs anywhere in a word. The M would look like that. And of course, there are 5 ending characters. Okay? There are 5 ending characters. All right? In the Assyrian. That's the Assyrian only, okay? Right here. And this is one of them. It's the M, the ma. So the 5 ending characters are, in Hebrew, would be da. We'll put it down like this. Ka, slakia. Then we have ma, like that, okay? Then we have na, which looks sort of like that, okay? Sort of. I kind of exaggerated a little bit. Then we have a pa, all right? Like that. Okay? And then I have tazah. Like that. Okay? Tazah. So, that's what it is. You have a ka, you have a ma. They occur at the end of Assyrian words. If you see these at the end of a word, like an M right here, like this M, right here, that M, that's what this is. That's an M, that's a ma. That's the idea, okay? This is a na, this is a pa, and this is a tazah, okay? All right? When you see those, they occur at the end of a sentence, then you'll know and you'll understand that, hey, these are going to require an ending character right there, okay? So let's go to some more words here. When we say, let's get to some tenses here, and we'll show you a few things also here. Let's go to, let's say, present tense. Present tense. Okay? Present tense of words. You know, when you say, let's say I am. Let's do this one. I am watching. Okay? I am watching. Okay? So on that word right there, do a little teaching here, and then we'll let you guys get involved even more. And I am watching. That word for I am, you want to say anya. Okay? And of course for the word to watch, to be on watch, like, if somebody tell you to be on watch, that's called shamar. So we say shawa mar. Okay? All right? All right? That's understood? Okay? And that is called the present tense. That means I am watching. Okay? That's what you want to get out of that. Okay? I don't want to get too much ahead of myself here. But you guys should be writing some of this down. If you want to get into, you want to say you, and the masculine, because men and women talk different in the Hebrew language. So you guys got to understand that. So if you want to talk you want to go, you want to say, let's see, ata. There we go. Then you want to say sha, wa, mar. Oops. Okay? That's what you want to do for that when you talk. But when you're talking to a woman, when a woman says this, I'm sorry, Salaki, when a woman says this, the female, what she wants to say is ata. The same, because you're talking just you. You're not talking many or plural, but you want to say shamar. Let's use another color here. Shamar. Shawama. Shamawa. Oops. Shama. There we go. Shawa. Ma. Then you want to say ra. Right here. That ending right there. When you want to get to a woman, you want to put this R-A-H on there. It's ata. Ata. Shawa mara. For a man, a masculine is ata shawamar. Okay? Big difference, all right? If you want to say, we'll do a couple more here, and then we'll move on to something else. Let's just move. Let's say if you want to say, let's go to some. Let's go to a past tense. Let's go to a past tense right here. Let's go to a past tense. Because you can go to we'll catch up with that a little later on. But let's go to a past tense of us. Right there. Because you have present tense and past tense, but if you want to say, past, the past tense, the word for that, of course, is ibar. All right? Okay? That's how it's done, just like that. And that is like, masculine and feminine right there, necessary. So if you want to say, I watched, for a male, I did watch, it's like this, or I watched. I watched in past tense. You watched already. Okay? So you want to say this. You guys write this down. I watch. So that's anya. As I or am. I am or I watched. Depends on what tense it is. In this case, it's past. So you're saying awa, anya, slakia, shama. Yeah, Sharamar, and then you want to say Thaya, like that. Okay, and then when you want to talk for you watched right here. Okay. Bear with me, guys, as I want you guys to just basically write some of this down so you can understand, all right? You watch, that can be masculine and feminine. So you want to say atha, like this. Atha, and you want to say Shema. Shamar. Ta. Okay. And then we'll do the last one here. We'll say he. Then we'll get into the Lord's Prayer, I believe, if that'll be a little bit better. He watched. We want to say he watched. Yeah, I watched. Okay, there we go. Okay, he watched. So we want to say he watched, and we want to say ha, wa, ah. Okay, and then we want to say shamar. Hawa shamar. I'm not mistaken here. All right. It's just this present past tense, and we got a word up here, shemayim. So give you a chance to write that down. So I'm gonna erase that off the board real quick here, and we're gonna move on to something else real quick here. Okay, but I want you guys to write that down and put it in your notes so you'll understand it. We'll give you guys a few seconds to write it down if you can write it down. If not, you can always roll the tape back. We're going to get into some words here. Let's see what we got here. We're going to get into some vocabulary words, and we want to see how your spelling is, okay? I'm going to get you guys back involved there because I know you're sitting down enjoying your beverage Friday night. You got your yarn or your coffee, your tea or whatever. And but anyway, write these down. like we talked about, Shemayim, by Shemayim, there's an example of a preposition, ba. Of course, there are more. You can call, hey, let me give you one more here, now that I thought about it. Let's give you one more example of a preposition here, since we're doing that. Let's do this one right here. You can have another preposition, let's see, where are we at? Okay, we can call ha. Ha. Okay? All right? So write these down. This will help you also. Some prepositions, because we're going to, there's so many of them. Ha means the. And it's actually means this, the. Okay? So if you want to say the earth, you say ha, and earth is arataza. So if you want to say the earth like this, see if we got some room here. Yeah, just like that. If you want to say the earth, you want to say ha arataza. So we'll say ha like this, like that. And you say let me get a better pen here. Lock it. Okay. Ra. Then we'll use that taza right there. Okay. That means the earth. Of course, ha right here is a preposition. All right. That comes before the noun of arataza. So learn your prepositions. So far I've given you a couple of them, and giving you some present tenses. Ya, we're giving you atha. We're giving you anya shamaratha. For a woman, we say atha shamara shawamara. You got to make sure you put that ra on there, shawamar. For atha, for the man, the past tense, the past itself means abar. Okay, that's what we're using this, okay? All right? So, y'all write that down here. We'll get into something else real quick here. We're going to get into some, I guess, can you see me over here? Yeah. Yeah, I'll write it down, then we'll erase as we go. Okay, let's see. Let's get into, let's get into some, let's get into some words here. Let's use this word here. Let's use this word above. B-O-B-E. Okay? Above, okay? Above. And that word there is ma and aisle. Ma'ail. So we're gonna see if you guys can handle the connectors here. I want you guys to go along with me and tell me about these connectors. We're gonna use the word which above in Hebrew is ma'ail, and we're gonna see if you guys recognize. There we go. I want you guys to tell me which one of these is correct. We're gonna use like we were using last week. We're gonna say ma'ail, or is it ma'ail, like that? Oops. Let's do that. Which one is it? Like that. Okay. Is it the red or the black? As far as the word above. You guys can see that okay, I hope. Yeah. Right here. What we're doing is we are finding out what the connectors are. That's what we're spelling out here. Get some participation. Of course, make sure you be writing this down as you go. All right, here's the participation right here. Here's the word. We're going to write that word. Let's do it a little bit better. Like that. There we go. Did I do that right? Oh, yeah, okay. In Hebrew, is it the red or the black when you're using ma'al? Okay, we're doing connectors here. That's what we're doing right here. We want to know, is it like this? Or is it like this? Or are we joining these two together and leaving this one by itself? In other words, oh Lord, did the wrong color that time, didn't I? Slack you. There we go. Which one is it? The black or the red? We're going to see who's participating in class here. Yeah. All right. Hope you guys can see that okay. To reiterate, what we're trying to do is find out of the word above here. Ma'al. That's what it means. Ma'al. It means above. You know, like the Most High is above. You know. So on the connectors here, what are we doing here? Which one is correct? Do we say ma'al or do we say ma'ala? Ma'ala. Which one? That's basically how it's pronounced. Or do we say ma'ala? Matter of fact, I'll write it over again. I'll write it over. I'll write it down like this, so you guys can really see it. Okay? Is it like this? Ma'ala or ma'al? Which one is it? Is it the one here in the red connectors or the black down here? Which one is it? Guys, give you guys a few more seconds there. Because I know y'all, I don't know. I know y'all got a little, I know y'all still got writer's fingers cramped from writing all this down. For the connectors, you know. By the way, there are 22 22 characters, I'm sorry. There are 22 characters in Hebrew language, okay? So all the rest of y'all in class, what we got here? Sister Naima, Sister Zamara, Mikey, my brother, D'Angelo. Let's see who else we got in class here. Ayana. Yeah, young man D'Angelo. Okay. In regards to connectors over here, what we want to do, which one is correct? Is the red right here? Ma'al or ma'al? Which one is it? We'll do this one in green here, because people can't hardly see that one right there. Which one is the red or green? Tell me. We'll give you a few more seconds and we'll move on to the next one, okay? We'll do this one also. We'll do a word called call, which means all. We'll break that one down here for a second. Okay, for the sake, we'll do one called anoint. Oh, did I spell that right? Okay? One in. Plot. Anoint. Let's see. Mashak, of course. So tell me, which one is correct? Well, for the sake of time here, seems like you guys are getting your next beverage, I guess. The word ma'il is the one in the red is correct here. It's pronounced an independent connector here for ma, and then you have an I and a la. You have to join them together. Ma'il, it means above. Write your vocabulary down, okay? So it can't be the one in the green. That's la'ah. That wouldn't be right. That couldn't be right. Okay? Well, let's do the one, let's do this one right here. Let's do, let's do call. Okay? Let's see if you guys are awake up here. You guys are awake there, or are you just sitting there? Let me know what's going on, okay? So we're gonna use the word. We're doing Paleo Hebrew connectors here. We want to understand, okay? Like this. Okay? Ka. And then we'll have ah. Yeah. We'll have ah. Oh God, we'll have that. What am I doing here? Call, all. Lock it. Like that. Connectors. Let's talk about connectors here real quick. We want to join those together, and we have no other choice there, because when we're using the word call, ka and la, that's one word together. So we say call. Okay? All right? That's how we do that. That's the way it's done. All right? And we'll move on to let's see. I'm pretty sure you guys have gotten this written down already, so we'll erase that. Okay? Well, let's get into the Lord's Prayer here real quick, which has a lot of prepositions and different understandings. Let's see here. All right. Oh, let's see. There. Present tense. Okay. By now, you guys have written that down. Past tense. Well, let's get into the Lord's Prayer, which has a lot of present tense, a lot of past tense, a lot of prepositions in there. I'm sorry, a lot of prepositions, possessive adjective, some different tenses. So let's get into that. Let's get into the Lord's Prayer and show you how that is. Okay? All right. We're going to do, let's see here. Let's get into this one. Okay. We're going to say, in the Hebrew, we have words like this. We're going to write from right to left. Ah, ba, nawa. Okay? Abba. Who knows what Abba is? Who knows what that is? In the chat. When you say Nawa, what is that? Okay? I'm sorry, when you say Abba. What does Abba mean in the chat? Abba, when we say Abba Nawa. What we're going to do is get into the Lord's Prayer right here, okay? write it over here like this. Lord's Prayer. We're going to show you a few more sentences going on here. So Abanawa, what does that mean in Hebrew? Okay, I'll give you a few seconds, see if you guys are alert, you want to participate or whatever, Abanawa. What does Abba mean? Okay? What does it mean? We'll use another, we'll use this color right here. Okay? Well, for the sake of time, Abanawa, Abba means our. I'm sorry, Abba is power or Lord, our Father. Okay? Or our Father. Basically, you want to say Abba, you want to call it Lord, God, or power. You can say the power. Okay? But Nawa, right here, is our. Okay? Just like that. When you're writing Abanawa in the Lord's Prayer, okay? You want to say our Father, because he's all of our Father. And Nawa, you got to understand what Nawa is. It is a possessive adjective, okay? Because it's possessing this noun right here. So we're going to say it's a possessive adjective, PA. For the sake of writing that possessive adjective, that's what our Abba Nawa is. It's a possessive adjective. It's possessing and making this all of our Father, okay? Not just one. It's all of our Father, okay? Okay, then we're going to say, here's a word that we just put on the board just a second ago. So we're going to say Shah Bashamayim, okay? We're going to say Shah Bashamayim, okay? So we're going to do that. Let's write this down. We're going to say Shah. We're going to say Ba. Shah. Ma. Yum. There we go. Because we've discovered what that means, which in heaven, okay? Or we'll use another in. Well, we'll put it up here. In, okay? And this is pertaining to, up here, which, or pertaining to, which is, or which in heaven, or pertaining to. That's what Shah in this case means, because it's a preposition. So we'll write that down. We'll call this a preposition, because that's what it is in this case. Ba, and then we'll say Shemayim, of course, is heaven. Oops. All right? So far we have our Father. We're writing prepositions here. We're writing Nawa. It's our. That's what it means. I will put it up here when I want to get that. And it's a possessive adjective like this. Okay? All right? Let's move this around here. There's the Lord's Prayer. Get that out of the way there. Okay, so far we have Abanawa. Okay? Let's see, we got anybody? I don't know. Okay, good. Okay. Abanawa. Shabashamayim. Okay? All right? Then we have holy. Let's see, what else we have? Qadash, which means, we'll put it right here. We'll put the word Qadash right there, because the class is called Lashawan Qadash. And Qadash means holy. So that's what we want to put down there. We want to put, they say hallowed, but actually it means just simply holy. Okay? That means the we'll move this one out of the way. Holy. That's what it means, okay? We're writing the Lord's Prayer with emphasis on prepositions and possessive adjectives and tenses. Okay? Holy be. Hayah. That's what that word is for. This word right here. Ha. And we're going to write Yah. Okay? And Yah in this case simply means be. Holy be, and then we have a word called Shamka. Shamka. Alright? Now Sham means name. Okay? We're going to break this down here for a second here. Alright? As a like. You know, you're going to say this is as or like. But this means name here, okay? As a like the holiness of the Most High's name. That's what that's saying, right? So we say Shamka. So when you use the preposition ka, the possessive adjective right here, okay? Ka, that's what that is. Name means Sham, okay? Ka means as or like, or the possessive adjective ka. So you put them together, you have a word called Shamka, and that's his name. That name can only be applied to the Most High. So that's why it says thy name. So we say thy name or his name, you know, we say, in this case we'll put it in here. His name. We'll put it his name, okay? Or thy. Either way. The Most High is what we're getting after there. His name, okay? Holy be thy name. Holy be thy name, or his name. Holy be thy name. We'll put thy. We'll do it this way, okay? There we go, okay? So far we have Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash, Hayah, Shamka. That's our Father, which art in heaven. Our Father, possess, adjective, Nawa. Preposition, Shah, Bashamayim, in heaven, Ba, right there, okay? In this case, let's see here, Salakia. Salakia. It's a preposition. I apologize, I didn't write it down here. This is a preposition also. Okay, right here. This in. That's a preposition. It is preps this word, which is a noun. Okay. Of course, father is a proper noun. I don't want to put all that on there because I don't get into too much English right here going on there. But that's what the word is. These are Hebrew prepositions and Hebrew possessive adjectives going on here in the Lord's Prayer. And that's full of them. That's why we picked this to use, okay, for the different tenses, all right? So, all right, Shamka. Then we're going to say, we're going to say Yahweh. 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 Okay? That right there. Okay? We're going to say Yahweh. That's the Father. Okay? That's who you address. And we'll put it down here. Be thy name. Holy be thy name. Yahweh, that's actually the Most High. That's who we call him. Okay? That's why we're going through the motions of saying our Father. Our Father. That would be Yahweh. Right there. Okay? Magnanimous, is our Father. And Shabbat Shemayim. Okay? He's in heaven. Okay? Which art in heaven? That's where he is. All right? So guys, you writing this down as you go. Which art in heaven. Okay? Because Shah can mean a whole lot of different things. It can mean which, pertaining to, who, or pertaining to. Slaki. All right? Whom or which. Okay. Yahweh. Let's see. Let's go to another line right here. Okay? Follow along with me, guys. Yahweh. Then we're going to say Malak with Ka. We're going to say Malak. Right here. Malak. Waf. And then we're going to say Ka. There it is again. That Ka. Okay? Malak with Ka. So, it's thy kingdom. Okay? That's what this means. Because king is Malak. Who's king? It's thy kingdom. All right? Just like that. Okay? Let's break this down a little further. All right? Possessive adjective. Ooh. Wait a minute here. Let me see here. Let's see here. What do I have here? Oh, Ka. Okay, gotcha. That is possessor. Let's go back there. Yeah, there we go. It's locked. Okay. Let's go here to let's break this down here. It's lock you there. It's you or your. Lock it. You or your possessive adjectives, because it's possessing this name here. You or your. So it's thy kingdom. Whose kingdom? It's your kingdom. It's you or your. Okay? That is also called a possessive adjective also. Okay? Because you're telling the reader or the viewer, Malak, thy kingdom. You're telling the person that you're showing this to right here, you're telling them that Malak Waf, Ka, thy kingdom, your kingdom. Okay? That's what you want to tell them. All right? Possessive adjective. So let's keep going. All right? It's thy kingdom. So far we have Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, thy kingdom. Malathwathka. That's where we are with this, okay? Okay, then we're going to use a word called thaba'a. Tha, ba, and we're going to say ah. Okay? Thaba'a. It says, thy kingdom, holy be thy name, thy kingdom, thaba'a. Come. Okay? Yeah. Thy kingdom come. And then we're going to say, thy will, which is Ra, it's like it. Ra, to Za, Ka. All right? Lock it for a second here. Let me get something else here. I don't like the way that's written there. Okay? Okay. Ratazayaka. Okay? Ratazayaka. Okay? Come. Thy will. Lock it for a second. Make sure I get this straight here. Okay. It's always good to have a good understanding of your notes here too. See if I missed the word here. Make sure I got everything correct. Just lock it a second. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, got it. All right. Okay. Baba, yeah, there you go. Okay. Ratazaka says your will be done. So far we have thy kingdom come. Taba'a. That's what that means. Taba'a. Okay? Your will. Okay, Ratazaka. All right? And we're going to say your will, and we're going to say haya. That word is, we said this before over here. There it is right there. Haya. Okay? Which means your will be. Okay? Your will be. All right? Ratazayaka. Okay? Your will be. And then we're going to say another word we used last week. We call it done. And the word, we call it Aisha. Okay? Aisha. Done. So far, okay? So far, we have you or your. Here is Ratazaya, your will. We're going to put over here this ka again. There it is again, possessive adjective. Right here, it occurs again, okay? All right, it means the same thing, you or your. In this case, we're going to say your. All right? It's your will. That's what the word means. Your will. Rataza, your, and then we're going to say, we're going to say the will of the Most High. when it says your will. So we say ratazah, so we put a possessive adjective on the end of that noun here. Okay? Or, sometimes it occurs as a, you can use it as an adjective too to go along with that. In this case, not a noun. Possessive adjective, your, ka, is saying I'm going to possess this ratazah and make it the most high. Because that's what we've been talking about. Abanawa. Okay? That's the key. You got to understand something about possessive adjectives and prepositions. They prep the word, or they possess the noun, and they describe possession, or they prep in front of the word to tell you what something is. Okay, describes the noun. Okay, all right. So Aisha, then we're going to use the word that we just had on the board just a second ago. That's why I put these words up here. We're going to have a word ba. All right. Let's see if anybody in the chat is brave enough to tell me what this is. Ara ta za. Okay. What does that word mean? Let's go here. Put this done over here. A little bit of space there. Tell me what. Asha right here. Yeah. Okay. Tell me what a ratazah is in the chat. You guys, give you a chance to wake up a little bit over there. I know y'all, this is like being in school all over again. But it's a lesson that we got to get done. What is a ratazah? What does that mean? In this case, we're saying ba. Because we knew, we just used that word on the board just a second ago. Let's see, what does that mean? Let's see who has that. Young man D'Angelo. He has on earth, and it's actually earth, but D'Angelo, put down the word in earth, and you'll be exactly right. So we're going to say in earth. So take the on off. There we go. So you're right. So let's clap it up for D'Angelo. You're working yourself to be good trooper. Good trooper make good officers. Okay? Make no mistake about that. You're sharing. That's what it takes. So to take down do, you're right. It's not, and it may be a typo error. You say on earth, it's actually in earth. So let's do this again. Our Father, Abanawa, which art in heaven, Shah, which, pertaining to, Bashamayim, in heaven, or means waters also, okay? All right? Qadash means holy, all right? B, Hayah, Shamka, possessive adjective, Ka, so write that down in your notes, okay? Shamka means thy name. In other words, it's not anybody's name. You don't just say anybody's name to this. It's the Most High's name, Shamka. Big difference, okay? Most High is Yahweh. When we say Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that's what we're saying. Yahweh in the name of Christ. In this case, Yahweh is his name, Yahweh. And over here we says, thy kingdom, Malak with Ka. Okay, there's that other Ka. And Thaba'ah, come, your will. Ratazaya Ka, again, possessive adjective means your, because we're talking about the Most High. We say, be Hayah. Then we say done, Aisha. We used that word last week, okay? But here, it's in earth, Ba'aratazah. That means the earth, okay? That's what we wrote down before, so that's why I'm glad that you remember that, D'Angelo. That's very good. Okay, and we're going to say a word in Hebrew that we use. We're going to say kawa. Kawa, okay? And kawa in Hebrew is as. As something is. It's a good way. And if you write these words down, it'll help build your vocabulary, of course. or as be what? So we're going to say as be, oops. I mean, this is the way we write it, class. It may seem like when you say on earth, but you know that's more of a Christian church type thing. We're gonna break it down the way the Bible says it. But I understand what you're saying, because I used to do the same thing long time ago. So Hayah, we're gonna use the word Hayah again. So it's in earth, because that's the preposition. That is called a preposition right there. So we'll call it a preposition. We'll call it a preposition right there. That ba. As, kawa, and then we're going to say haya. All right? Haya. Okay? That's what we're doing so far. And that means be. Now we'll go to the next line over here. Let's see what we got here. Who else checking in over here? Adrian, glad to have you here. Con, good. Very good. Good, D'Angelo. Adrian, glad to have you in class. You know, we went over this before. All those people who want to participate, this is how you learn right here. You learn by participating. You know, you can try. It's better when you participate. Your memory kicks in better, and then you learn. You got any questions, you can ask them. Okay, all right. It's for you to learn. It's not for anybody else to learn, but you. You got to learn it. You can't by osmosis give anything to anybody. You got to learn it yourself. Okay? All right. Let's see. What else we got? Let's go to another word here. To be. And then we have Ratazaka, Haya, Asha, Ratazaka, Wa, Haya. Then we're going to say Bashamayim in heaven. Here it is again. We've used this before. Ba. Well, use a better pencil. Ba. There we go. Ba. Sha. My. Shamayam. There we go. And that means ba, there again, ba. There's that preposition that occurs again. In heaven. And heaven is, of course, the firmaments. You know, it's where the Most High lives. He lives, in this case, in heaven all by himself. You know, fourth or fifth dimension. I mean, he's there. You know, you don't exist up there with him. But we're glad to have you in class, Sister Adrian. Bashamayim, okay? Okay? And then we got another word. We're going to have, let's put this one right here. Nathan. Let's see if anybody, I don't know if people know what that is. But we're going to see if people can guess what this is. Nathan la nawa. And I'll give it, I'll say this because you remember the nawa is hour. That means hour, okay? So what do you think Nathan means? It's either us or our. Our or us. And it is a possessive adjective, okay? Possessive adjective. There. That's what nawa is. That's what its function as. But what does Nathan mean? Anybody in the chat? See if you can tell me what that word means. Y'all take your time. You know, look through your notes, so just try to look through the Lord's Prayer. See what, you know, when he's talking about something, so what does that mean? What does Nathan mean? See if y'all can guess what that is. So let's go over it again. Let's go over the Lord's Prayer. Let's go over this right here. It says, Our Father, which art in heaven, Abanawa Bashamayim, Qadash, holy be, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Most High, Malathwathka, thy kingdom, Ka, possessive adjective. Okay, come, Taba'ah, you know, thy kingdom come about. That's what we're getting ready to experience. We're getting ready to have the Most High's kingdom set down for us. And that would be our heaven. You know, when we start enjoying our heaven, that's what this is about. The Lord's Prayer. Okay? Get out of this hellhole that we're in. You know? Your will, ratazayaka, possessive adjective, ka. And then we have haya. Your will be done in earth as it is, as it be, or is in heaven, by Shemayim. Then it says something, what? What does Nathan mean right here? If it's by Shemayim. Well, I'll say it again. Our Father which art in heaven, holy be thy name. Okay? Thy kingdom come. Your will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Something our. What does Nathan mean? See if you can guess. I mean, it'll be a guess unless you just happen to know it. Anybody in the chat, doesn't matter. Anybody. You can help the chat along. Let's write it down. What do you think it means? Okay? Anybody? Okay? We'll give you about 5 more seconds here because it is through a surprise at you right there. Okay? We may, if we don't get it all done today, we'll finish it a little bit next week, then we'll move on to something else. But anyway, it means to give. Yeah, to give. When you give us, as a matter of fact, because you're saying us right here. You're saying us. Or our. Give our or give us, okay? And then and here, let's see if somebody can get this one. I mean, I don't never try to rush nothing to try to finish it. But see what this one is. See if you guys know what this is. Lakam. We talked about this in class before. Give us what? What is the Most High trying to give us? What's he trying to give us right here? Give us what? What do we need? What do we need right here? Lakam. What do we need? Give us something. You know, if you remember the Lord's Prayer, what is it saying? And I'll give it to you in a second here. Give me about 10 seconds. But we want you guys to see if you can break it down. Give us what? Give us what? We're breaking it down as if it's written, as it is written in the Bible, of course. So we'll say, when it says bread, what it's really trying to say, all the participants here, what we're really trying to say, that's bread, okay? Lakam. Simply right there. Give us bread, okay? All right? All day? Yeah, give us bread. It's saying all day. Call you on. And then that's why I wrote those words down here. I was trying to give you guys hints. You know, some of them anyway. Call you on. Oops. Call you on. Okay? And then that means all. Call is all. And Yawam is a word for day. That's what that word means. Call Yawam. Okay? I think somebody have it written down here. Let's see. Because it don't matter if you have it written late or not. Daily bread. Adrian, hey, very good. She's exactly right. So clap it up for Sister Adrian. Exactly right. Adrian. So you know we've done this before. Clap it up. Put your hand claps in there. Show you. All day long, okay? That daily bread, all right? Let's see. And then we write words like this. We want, here's a word that is, you know, it's kind of rough to understand, but we're going to write it down anyway. Let's see. Where are we at? Our daily bread. Then it says something about this. This is what all of us need. There's a word called kawab waf. Kawab waf. here's that word nawa again, which means our. So, because that's a possessive adjective. You know, but what it means, yeah, good. Appreciate that, Aiden. Your hand clap. Good. And kawawaf, it means our debtors. You know, we got debts, man. We got sins we got to take care of. Most High can forgive those from you. All you got to do is govern yourself accordingly and start keeping these 10 commandments. 10 commandments and all of these 600 commandments. Laws, statutes, and commandments, okay? Every last one of them. Start keeping the Lord's statutes and commandments. That's what you got to keep. Because we got debts that we got to get off our. We gotta go there and say, Lord, it's all day long, okay? It's a forgive us. Oh, did I miss something here? Yeah, probably did. I'm sorry, in heaven. Shoot. Oh, Lord. Got that word wrong. Let's do this. All day. Forgive us. That's the one I wanted to do. So, wasalak nawa. Salak here for that. Wa-sa-lak. We're going to get to that word I just put down. And wasalak la nawa. If you know, it still talks about our. There we go. That's the one I wanted right there. Nawa is our, okay? Because it means forgive us. Yeah, forgive us. Forgive us, Lord. Forgive us, Most High. Us, this means our or us people, us. That's what the word means. Wasalak lanawa. Okay? All right, and then here's the one. That's the one I want to put down before. Kawawafi nawa. Ka-wab-waf. Kawab-waf. And then we'll have a word nawa again. If you notice, with great emphasis, you see that again. It's our or us. It's a possessive adjective. Yeah, that's what it is. See, this is full of possessive adjectives and full of tenses and full of prepositions. It lets us know. It gives you a good exploratory over the Lord's Prayer and how it's made up, okay? Okay. So we say, let me see. We're going to come over here. You got enough room? Yeah. Kasalak nawa. Ka. Sa. Lak. Nawa. There's that nawa again. There it is again. Okay, so as we salak here mean like that, forgive me. Okay? When you say salak, that's why this word right here is in there. Salak, because it's supposed to mean. And it's as we forgive. As we forgive. That's what it means. Let's break that down right here, okay? As we. So as is we or as we forgive. Let's make sure we got this right over here. Possessive adjective, preposition. Just lock it for a second there. Let's make sure. There we go. Okay. Yeah. You or your. There we go. Okay. As we, you or your. Kasalak. that means as we forgive. Okay, what do we got here? Lashawan, Nathan. I'm in the right place here. Call you on. Little this again here. Lathala, there it is. Lathala now. Okay, then we'll make sure I got it right. Lathala now, Lakam, call you on. Then we say Kawawapi now. Okay, we got that over there. Wasalak now. Okay, yeah, we got that over there. Then we say Kawawap now. That's our debts right here. Didn't write it down, but that's what it is. Forgive our debts. That's what threw me off there. Okay, there's debts. Kawabwaf, our debts. Nawa, our debts. That's what that means. Okay, then Kasalak now, forgive our debts. Okay, but we forgive our debts. Then we want to say Kasalak now, as we forgive over here our debtors, our debts. We got this right here. Call you yeah, Lakam, okay. Lakam, Lathala give Lathala, there we go. Lathala, Lakam, and then we got call you and then we got Wasalak Nawa, Kawabwaf Nawa, and then we have Kawabwaf Nawa over here. Okay, then we're going to do a Kawab now, our debtors over here. See if we can write it down over here. Ka, Wab, Waf, Kawab Waf, Ya, Nawa. Okay? Right there, that Yanawa, that's a preposition, possessive adjective, my debts, or our debts, and so we say ya, my, possessive adjective again, there, okay, yeah, our debts. So basically, you put these two together, it means our debts, okay? Like this. Our debtors. Debtors. I mean people who you owe. Okay? Alright. So here it again, here again. We got our over here. Possessive adjective. Right here. Possessive adjective right there. Okay, so in debtors. So we're going to put, it goes, this actually is over there, our. Then it says ya, that's part of that, which is part of it. And it says, it's like our or mine, or mine, or ours, that's sort of like mine's and yours, our debt. We are debtors, It's like in heaven, give us bread all day. And forgive us. Wasalak, salak, forgive. That's the base word. Okay. So let's go. Let's break that. Let's see. Wa, he. He is, or it. Forgive us. Wa, he is a it. Right there. For what? And salak means to forgive. Nawa is ours. Our. Forgive our, us. Forgive us. You know? Okay? So, now where were we? Kawab now, and then we're going to say our debtors, as we forgive over here our debtors. All right? Then we're going to have wala'a. Let's put that word down here. Wa, la, ah. Okay, let's see if we can break this word down. Here's a little better there. What does this mean here? What does la'ah mean in the chat? La'ah. Okay? And we'll put a preposition on it. Okay? What does that mean? Tell me what la'ah means in the chat. Type it up in the chat. La'ah. Most of you guys should know that, of course. You know? All right? Type it up in the chat what that is. Okay? I'll give you guys a few more seconds there. But I'll tell you, the over here, we're going to say this wa here is and. Well, we'll put it down here. And. Because it is a preposition. It's a preposition is what it is. So somebody put it down in there. Let's see, what does it mean? That's right, it means no. So in this case, it means no or not. So we're saying no or not. So saying, hey, no, we want to be a little bit more formal. We want to say and not. Okay? That's what that is. So let's go. Let's start over. Let's repeat what we've done here. Abanawa, Shabbai Shemayim, Qadash. Okay? Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh. Malach with ka, okay? Taba'a, Ratazayaka, Asha, Ba'aratazak, Kawa, Hayah, okay? And then we go by Shemayim, Nathalanawa, give, okay? Lakam, give us bread, call you on all day, Wasalak nawa, okay? Forgive us, Salak, wa, okay? Okay? Like he is forgiven us. That's what this is saying. Forgive us, forgive our. You know, or us, or our. That's either one. That's what that could mean. Wasalak nawa. Our debts. What? We got debts, man. You know, sins. We got to pay. Our debts. Kawabwaf nawa. Okay? Okay? And then it's going to say kasalak. You know? Ka salak. As we forgive. All right? There's that word salak again. Of course, you have the preposition over here. What is it? Ka? Yeah, as or like, as, that's what this word is. That word is that one, as. As we, that's why you put, because salak ya or salak means to forgive, as we. We are our, right here. You can understand the Lord's Prayer, we are our, okay? And that's, of course, forgive is salak. When you say salak here, you're saying forgive me or forgive. Okay, that's where we are. Okay, so as we forgive our debtors, you know, our debts, kawabwaf, debtors, waf, because it's plural. We have many of them. That's what that is. Waf. Yeah, that's what that is. I believe that's what that is, if I'm not mistaken. That makes it plural, right here. Waf. Okay? That's many. That makes this S happen, not our debt. Tor, our debtors. All right? And right here, our debts. That's why you got waf over here again. Because kawab, debt. Kawabwaf. Yanawa, debtors, okay? As we forgive our debtors, you know, we got people that we owe, things that we owe. Okay, where were we? All right, wala'a. And then to lead. The word for that's lead us. You know, like lead us. Lead who? Lead us. So we're going to say the ba, ya. The ba ya what? The ba ya anawa. The ba ya nawa. Okay? We've used nawa plenty of times because that's what it's all about. It's us and our. That's what it's about, you know? So we say tabaya. So baya, I believe is to believe. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna say we're gonna hold that word there. We're gonna say tabaya. Tabaya, lead us, okay? Then we're gonna say Lashawan. That's in temptation. So we got another preposition over here. Ba. We're gonna have to say na. Nasa yawan. Right here. Okay? There's another preposition, that's what I'm making sure. That's in. Ba in this case means, where we at? But Nasai went in. Yeah, there we go. Because it's a preposition, with right here, it's a preposition that preps before that noun right there. And that noun is a temptation. Nasawan, nasayawan. Okay? Temptation. You know what temptations are, right? Temptation. All right? There we go. Okay? Let's see how much time we got here. So I know it's been a long class. All right, for now, yeah, we may have enough, A ball, we'll run through it real quick here. A ball, we had this word up here also. A ball is but. You know, we've had this word before. Then we're going to have to deliver, but deliver us. But deliver us. We're actually the Most High to deliver you, you know. But deliver us. And that's Hawa. Shai Nawa. That deliver us, or our in this case, but in this case is us. Nawa, again, right there. Means to deliver, okay? Mayan. All right? That means from. There's the word mayan, okay? So tell you what these words are. Washai nawa. Us, in this case. And it is a possessive adjective, so we'll put it out there. Possessive adjective, okay? That's what that is in this case. All right? Kind of running through it real quick here. If I forget something, I'm Salaki. Rai has always been the word called evil. That's what Satan is. That's what the Esau is. And that's what this hell that we're living in. That's what all of the other nations are. They're evil, okay? Kaya. All right, for, and then we're going to say the kingdom. For the kingdom, we're going to say another word we had used before, ha. We're going to say ha, malak, which is king, malak. But we're going to say malak waf, so that's domain. Waf, that's what that would mean. You know, because you're saying king right here. Where we at? Ha in this case means the. Okay? The kingdom. because that's what Ha means anyway. Okay? That's what we said back in, where we at? In is ba, the Ha is the. There's a preposition. That's what Ha is. In this case, it's Ha is the kingdom. The king, whose kingdom? The kingdom. His domain. Waf. That's what that is. Kingdom. Okay? The kingdom, all right. Wala'a. Wa. Allah. Allah in this case is power. Okay? And of course, wa is and. Right here. That word is a preposition again, and it means, it's a preposition again, and it means and. Okay? See, we're full of prepositions and possessive adjectives, okay? Okay? And then we'll finish up real quick here. Wahataparf. Waha. Okay? Wahata. Paraf. Pa. A. Raf. Okay? Okay? Which means and, wa again is and the, which is the glory. This is what para'af means. Glory, okay? Okay, but we're saying, here's, we're breaking some things down here. And the, let's see what we got here. Let's make sure we got it right. Ha is the, right here. And the haparaf, okay? That's the word for glory, but we're saying the is ha, and it is a preposition also. In this case, we have the double preposition, all right? Double. Okay? We're going to get this done here. We run over just a little bit because I only got just a couple more words to write here. Yeah, we still got time. What was that? Yeah, we got just a couple more words to write here. And the glory, and here's the word, is la'awalam. La'awalam. Let's see, we can write it right here. La, I, wa, la, I, wa, la, lam, yum. Let's see if I spelled it right. La-I, wa-la, wa-la-yum. That means forever. You know, that's a word that's by itself, really. And I hope you guys understood that. Okay? We're almost done. I think we got one more word here. And then that word is, of course, we'll use another color here to make sure you guys understand that. Okay? That word is simply well, can't get it done with that, can we? Let's use this color right here. Aman. That word simply means amen. Okay? Let me see if I can break that down. La'awanium. It does break down to two. You know, when you say that, it's like a preposition. It's two forever. You know, two forever. Okay? Or forever. That's another prep. And then, of course, we have amen. That's what that is. Now, you guys, I hope you guys have written that down. You know, we took a full class tonight. And We did prepositions. And we wrote the Lord's Prayer all on the board. You know, let's clap it up for class. But we had a lot of things that we went over, and tenses and prepositions, adjectives, and there's a lot of preposition and adjectives on this board. There's a lot of possessive adjectives and prepositions, and there's a lot of tenses going on here. There's a lot of understanding of words. So, hope you guys have had enough of understanding of the Lord's Prayer and the Most High. So, you know, like I say, clap it up for class. You know, if you guys appreciate it, you know, hope you guys understand it. And if you don't, I hope you understand it. I hope you appreciate it. Very young man, D'Angelo. Good, Adrian. Good. I know everybody does. You can appreciate it because, see, now you can roll this back or write it down or roll it back and look it over and say, now you have a better understanding of not only the Lord's Prayer, you have a better understanding of prepositions and how they're applied, you know, and how they're used. Shall, which, things like that, or the preposition for wa, which means end. You know, that's how when you want to talk, when you want to say a word, you know, you don't have to, you can use prepositions and possessive adjectives to help you along there. And over here, when you have by Lashawan, ba is a preposition for in. So you want to put it in front of Lashawan when it's temptation, just say in temptation, by Lashawan. That's how you make words. If you pay attention to the Lord's Prayer, it'll show you how to make a lot of different words. And these apply in all other words and when you making them and you functioning and you're making words, okay? But that's how it's done, all right? Next week, I think we're going to get into the Bible a little bit more. We're going to show you some sentences and how they apply, and we may even get into the Hebrew number system a little bit more. But I want you guys to understand it like we have over here. Here's some more prepositions. Ba, I think D'Angelo got this one right, or Adrian did, both y'all did, I can't remember. In the earth. I think it was D'Angelo. In is a preposition. So you say ba, or rataza, you know, in earth. All right? When you say in earth, you don't have to go and say anything else. You don't have to say in the earth, in the presence of the earth. Just say in earth, ba rataza. Okay? Your will, ra, your will, ratazaya. Okay? Ratazaka. Okay? Yeah, that's it right there. Ratazaka. Let's see here. Yeah, rataza, and then you just want to use the ka is the possessive adjective right here because it means your will. Okay, whose will? It means, you know, will, not just rataza. And you got to know who you're talking about. You got to say ka. Your will. That's what that means. Okay. So it's 9 o'clock. You know, we're going to end class here. Isupk security announcement. We are the Isupk Start Off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for the new brother or sister. For when a brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission to marry, from the head to marry. Tithes is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. You know, ma, there you go again, of the 10th. Okay, 10% of every penny of the increase the Most High gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, okay? Whatsoever amount you would like. Up holy convocation, announce the holy convocation from the sheet. Remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a troop in the school, start wearing all black boots, shoes. It's lucky. check the holy convocations first. Let's lock it. The first fruits, Feast of the First Fruits starts after the Sabbath, unleavened bread. Sundown, Sunday, May 2nd, 2021, count 50 days, which we've done, and it's going to culminate or terminate here real soon. Celebrate the 50th day. As a matter of fact, that's this Sunday, June the 20th, 21. Start before sundown, Leviticus 23, 10, and 22. So this Sunday, June the 20th, will be an end of our Feast of our First Fruits. So make sure you show up here in ISUPK, South Carolina School, here in our building. Okay. Okay. So that's what we want you to do. And then now we can go. Remind Akim and Akwak to check the bulletin board in the hallway if anyone wants to be a troop in the school to start wearing all black boots, shirt, and pants, and headbands, and scarf. And that's what you should be wearing anyway. So we're going to give a salute to our brothers, Amad Shabbat, Amajim. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barak Atham. We're going to give a courtesy salute to all the sisters, Amad Shabbat, Amajim. Yahweh Shema Lathah Hashem, Yahweh Shai, to all my sisters. For that we say to our class, Aman.